Hey guys, hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So this video is regarding a job opportunity, a job recruitment which is given by Atomic Mineral Directorate for Exploration and Research. This is a particular department which comes under Government of India Department of Atomic Energy, which is DAE. And if you know BARC, that is BARC, also comes under the same Department of Atomic Energy. So this is a particular like field, or you can say it's a particular institute, it's a particular kind of job which will be scientist B, okay, which will be said as scientist B. So we are going to talk about everything in detail, like how you can apply, what are the minimum requirements, what is the age limit required for that, how much payment you are going to get for it. So all these things we are going to cover in this video, so do watch this video till the end. Also, if you are new to this channel and if you have not subscribed the channel yet, please do consider subscribing it. And I would like to thank Rahul and Brijesh for informing me about it. Thank you so much, guys. A big shout out to both of you. And now, without wasting any time, let's continue with our video. Okay, so this is AMD official website. AMD means Atomic Mineral Directorate. So this is the official website of that. You have to come to this recruitment page. All right. So you can see on this left side you have this recruitment, like below this RTI, Atomic Mineral Concession and all. There is a recruitment page. You just have to click over here and you will be taken to a different page where recruitments are given. Now different advertisements are given. You have to come to the latest advertisement number AMD 3 2021 for filling up of various posts in AMD, and this is published on 9th of October 2021, and you can click on view to view this particular recruitment advertisement. So I'm just clicking on this view and here I'm taken to the page. Now here you can see it says please click on the links given below, detailed advertisement in Hindi, detailed advertisement in English, EWS certificate format, like what type of certificate, what type of EWS certificate you need to make, OBC's caste certificate, SC/ST caste certificate. So all the formats are also given to you. So in case if you belong to any of these category, you have to download the format and you have to get it filled, or you have to get it made in their format itself. Okay, so that's one thing. I'll get back to this a little later. Now to apply online, you have to click over here and you can apply online. Remember that the form filling has started from 9th of October and it is continued till 24th of October, like 11:59 p.m. like midnight basically. So from 9th to 24th, if you are willing, you can fill between this time. Help desks are provided to you, and these are the email IDs, these are phone numbers which are provided to you, so you can ask for any query. Let's go to the advertisement and we will get back to this thing a little later. So once you click on this detailed advertisement in English, you will be able to download this detailed advertisement. Okay, so now we are going to read about this in detail. So this is by Government of India, Department of Atomic Energy, as I said, and this is Atomic Mineral Directorate for Exploration and Research, and this is the recruitment section, advertisement number AMD 3 2021. Now let's get a little bit down. So it says application are invited only through online mode for from eligible candidate for appointment of the following vacant post in the Atomic Mineral Directorate for Exploration and Research, that is AMD. So what are those posts? Post number 1 is for scientific assistant B in physics. So this is for the people who have done, or those who have physics and those who want to go in the physics side. So there are total of 4 vacancies. There is just 1 vacancy for the OBC seat and 3 vacancies for the unreserved seat, and total of 4 seats are there. Post group is B, and the requirements are over here. Okay, so I'm not going to read this because the channel revolves around chemistry students, so I'll talk about the chemistry ones. So but physics people also can fill. Okay, you have 4 vacancies for that, so you can check that out. Okay, so scientific assistant B for chemistry. So as you can see, the pay is 35,400. It's a government job. 35,400 rupees you are going to get as a pay, basic pay, and cell number 1 in the level 6 of pay matrix, plus you are going to get DA and the other allowance as admissible to the central government employees. So you are going to get all the allowances whatever a central government employee get, apart from this 35,400 as the basic pay amount. Total number of vacancies, now you can see that for ST candidate there is 1 vacant seat, For OBC there is 1 vacant seat, for EWS there is 1 vacant seat, and for unreserved there are 2 vacant seats. Total 5 seats in case of chemistry. Okay, so for chemistry there are total 5 seats. The post is group B, and as the name itself is scientific assistant B, and the eligibility criteria, or the eligibility which is required, is BSc with chemistry, mathematics and physics with minimum of 60% aggregate marks. Aggregate means overall, okay, chemistry, mathematics, physics all combined. Or you should have chemistry, geology and physics in BSc, okay, with 60% aggregate marks. Or you should have BSc with chemistry, mathematics and geology with 60% of aggregate marks. Or you could have done BSc honors in chemistry with minimum of 60% aggregate marks. So in case if you have done any of these things or any of these subjects in your BSc, you are eligible to apply for it. Make sure that you should have all these 3 combinations. There are people who do chemistry, mathematics and statistics, or chemistry, mathematics and some other subject. They are not eligible. Okay, make sure that these should be the 3 subjects in your BSc. Okay, the eligibility is BSc only, no MSc is required. So graduation is required as the eligibility criteria over here. Maximum age limit as on 24th of October 2021 is for ST candidate is 35 years. There is a relaxation of 5 years for them. For OBC there is a relaxation of 3 years. For EWS there is no relaxation, 30 years is the maximum age limit, and unreserved is also 30 years. So if your age is less than 30 years, that's the maximum age. Okay, so if your age is less than 30 years, belongs to unreserved category, and you have all these subjects, then you can apply for this particular post. Okay, minimum 60% is required in your BSc. That is very common. Okay, next is for scientific assistant B for geology. Then there is for electronics and instrumentation, computer science and information technology, electrical and civil. These are not for the chemistry, so I'm not going to read about them. If you belong to any of these subjects, you can read in this particular advertisement. Rest of the things will be quite similar to all for others also. Okay, next is for physics, electronics and instrumentation, then that is for laboratory. Then these are some other like plumber and binding and all other different positions. So let us just ignore all these and let's come a little down for the application fees. Okay, so it says that minimum age limit is 18 years as on 24th of October. So your minimum age should be 18 year, and maximum age limit, as I said, 30 years for unreserved, 33 years for OBC and 35 years for SC ST candidates, and you are having 30 years for EWS as well. Now application fees, while filling the form you have to pay 200 rupees, because for the chemistry everyone belongs to, like, you are going to fill for the scientific assistant B, and for that you have to pay 200 rupees as the application fees. Application fee should be paid through online mode only, and please refer the amd.gov.in for details. We will get back to that at the later part of this video. Okay, the following candidates are exempted from paying the application fees. So those candidates who belong to SC/ST category, they don't have to pay any fees. Those who are ex-servicemen, they don't have to pay any fees. Those who have physical disability, they are also exempted from paying any fees. And women candidate means if you are a female candidate, you don't have to pay any fees for this particular form. This form is totally free for you. Okay, let's get a little down. Relaxation in upper age limit, as I said, that there is a relaxation of 5 years for SC/ST candidates, 3 years for OBC candidate, and that's what it is. Departmental candidates, those who belongs to the department, they are going to get age relaxation as per the rules in the work. Okay, ex-serviceman, age relaxation, the upper age limit for the ex-serviceman would be over and above the maximum age prescribed in the advertisement. Okay, these things are given, you can check this out, for whom, how much, like how much they are giving the relaxation, so that you can check out. Okay, person with the disability has a little higher relaxation in the ages. So if he belongs to unreserved category, 10 years of relaxation. If he belongs to SC category, 15 years of relaxation, and so on. Okay, so you can check it out, and percentage of disability should not be less than 40%. Okay, age relaxation will be given for these posts only, that's fine. Okay, let's get a little down. So widow, divorced woman and woman judicially separated from her husband and who is not remarried, they also get a relaxation, age relaxation, as per these given over here. Okay, let's get to the selection process, because that's more important. So the selection process consists of 2 processes. One is written test and the other one is interview. So a selection process will involve initial screening test, that is written test, followed by interview. Selection is based on the assessment by the appropriate standing selection committee. Now, pattern of the written examination will be in this way: that total number of questions will be 100. All right, marks will be 300, 3 marks per each correct answer. Negative marking will be of -1. So it's 1/3 of the negative marking which will be done, and the duration of exam is going to be 2 hours. 2 hours of written exam, 100 questions, 300 total marks. Each correct answer 3 marks, wrong answer -1. That's what it is. Okay, and this is for the scientific B or the scientific assistant B post. For technical post, since the chemistry student are not eligible for that, so I'll just leave that part. I'm not going to read about that. For technical, for the scientific assistant B only, I'm telling you all the things. Okay, let's come down to the general conditions. So applications will have to be submitted online only. For detailed information on online application, how to apply and payment application fee, please log in to www.amd.gov.in, and facility for online submission of the application will be available from 9th October to 24th October. Before applying, the candidate should ensure that she fulfills the eligibility conditions and make sure that you fall under it, then only you should apply for it. AMD would be at liberty to reject any application at any stage of the recruitment process if the candidate is found ineligible for the post, or if it comes to the notice that the candidate has furnished false information. So make sure you are filling each and everything very correctly. Okay, decision of AMD shall be final and deciding the eligibility of the candidate. Fine. In case of university, board, award, degree, CGPA, etc., the same will have to be indicated in the equivalent percentage of marks as per the norms adopted by the university. So this is for those who have got CGPA or OGPA or grades instead of getting percentage. So you have to mention that, means how it get converted, right? Every one of you have CGPA conversion formula. So convert your CGPA and check out how much percentage you are getting and fill it in the application form. Okay, the next thing is for the other, like all the other posts, so I'll not be reading about that. Okay, written exams will be taken in these centers. There are total 16 centers. You can see it's like approximately the centers are all over the country, be it north, be it south, be it anywhere, everywhere you have the centers. So you can choose the center, examination center, which is close by to your place, and you can apply for it, and you can go and give the exam over there, right? Fine. On intimation publication of examination venues and the date, the candidate are required to book their examination slots for attending CBT examination, failing which the candidate shall not be given any opportunity for CBT examination later. In other words, no written examination shall be conducted to the candidate who do not book their slots center for CBT examination. So once your application is getting selected, you have to apply, or you have to select a slot for CBT, means computer based test, and that you have to give. Okay, fine. Let's come a little down, and here you have that the candidate applying under economically weaker section must possess a valid certificate, and the last date of receipt of application, that is 24. So make sure that you are putting, or you are applying with a valid certificate for EWS, and same goes for the candidate who are applying under any caste reservation. Your certificate should be according to the format, and it should be recent one. Fine. So these are some general instructions or general things which you need to follow in order to fill this particular form. Appointment and placement. So the last thing is that Atomic Mineral Directorate and Exploration and Research is basically a field oriented organization. The candidate are liable to be posted for field or in the laboratory work in any of the regions with the headquarters at New Delhi, Bengaluru, Nagpur, Jamshedpur, Shillong, Jaipur and Hyderabad, or in its sectional office located in Visakhapatnam and Thiruvananthapuram, or any of the field unit located anywhere in India, or any other center to be established by the AMD for in future, or any of the constituent unit for the Department of Energy in India. They should be prepared and must be willing to bear the arduous condition of field life, which involve living in tents and or in improvised field accommodation. They should be physically and mentally strong enough to withstand all the rigors and hazard of field life. So these things are made very clear that this job is a field job. Once you get the job, you have to stay. I guess you understood. You can be posted in any of these mentioned like locations, or you can be kept in the sectional offices, which is in Visakhapatnam or Thiruvananthapuram. or you might be located in some new institute or some new place which they are going to build. And one more thing, that if you are going for the field job, you can be asked to stay in fields, or you can be asked to stay in tents. So you should be mentally and physically ready to bear that. Okay, so that is made very clear in the appointment or in the application form itself, that in case if you are willing for all these things, then only apply for this particular post. All right. Advertisement has been posted or published in the employment news of 9th of October. That's what they have said, and last date is your 24th of October before midnight. Payment should be made before your 24th of October, so make sure that your payment is being done. Don't wait for the last date. If you are willing for it, just go for it and fill it as early as possible. Canvassing in any form shall be disqualified. Any legal dispute arising out of the notification are subject to be Hyderabad jurisdiction only, and in case of any dispute, English version of the advertisement placed on website will be taken as a reference. So that's what they have said, that if any misunderstanding is given in or is created based upon Hindi or English translation of the advertisement, then English one will be given more priority, and that's what it is. Okay, so this is all about the basic information which you need. Now let's get back to it, that how you can apply. So if you have any query apart from this, if you want to have any other query and you want to get it resolved officially, then you can mail to this. I'll just zoom this up a little bit so that you can see. So techqueries@ieregister.in. So you can email over here, or you can call on this particular phone number, or you can call on this particular phone number. Everything is available on the website of AMD. Okay, so you can check that out, and you can call only between 9:30 am to 6:30 pm. Make sure that you are doing, or you are calling within that time itself, and that's what it is. So how to apply online? Just click over here and you will be taken to the page where you can fill the form and you can apply. So yeah, so here it is, that here you can click for the detailed advertisement. Again, we have seen the detailed advertisement, so you don't have to do anything. With that, you have to do this one-time registration. Okay, so you have to do this one-time registration. Click on this, and then this is a small form which you have to fill. Application name, first name, middle name, surname, father's name, mother's name, date of birth, your gender, marital status, nationality, permanent address, correspondence address, mobile number, email ID, and then alternate email ID, Aadhaar number, confirm Aadhaar number. Then you have to provide a login ID. Okay, login ID should be, now this thing you have to be very careful while creating login ID. It's quite similar to what you create in Twitter or in Instagram, right? Your username, it's just like that. So it should be minimum of 6 character and maximum of 15 character. It should be alphanumeric with at least one alphabet and one number in it. So you have to make a combination of alphabets and number, and you have to fill over here. And once you fill, you have to check availability. Let's say I check one of them. Let's say I check Sunil 30. Let's say, is it available or not? So check availability, and they will tell that whether it is, yes, the login ID is available, and you can proceed further. So I have just given you an example. You have to just fill it like this. Check whether it is available or not, then confirm your login ID, create a login password. You can create any of the login password, then confirm that login password, then fill this captcha code, and next. That's how you will be registered. So you should be very careful while filling this login ID and password section. Make sure that you are creating a proper login ID and you are creating a proper password, and you are remembering both of them, or just keep that down or write it down somewhere so that you don't forget it. Okay, login password also has a certain instruction that it should be minimum of 8 character and maximum of 15 character. It should be alphanumeric with at least one alphabet, and one number must be there in password, and there should, there is no special character which is allowed. Okay, so special character is not allowed. So you cannot put @ or underscore. Don't, avoid those things. Just number and alphabet, that's it. Okay, so make sure that you do it like that, and once you are done, then you can just keep on filling the form. Whatever is being asked, you can just do it, and see the session closes in, the timer is running over here. So once you click over there, 20 minutes timer you get. So you have to fill the form in 20 minutes, otherwise session will close, and again you have to log in to again start. It's not like after 20 minutes you will not be able to fill the form. Yes, you will be able to fill the form, but you have to again log in for that. So session will be available only a bit for the 20 minutes. So I hope the things are quite clear to you. What is the job about, what is the pay scale, what's the age limit, like what is the eligibility, and how to fill the form. Just try to fill it if you are willing to it. And that's it for this video. I hope the things are clear to you, and I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, have a great day. Bye bye. Take care. Hey guys, so I teach for CSI UGC NET category on Unacademy platform. Over there, I take free classes as well as paid classes. You can reach out to my profile using the link given in the description of the video. You will find various free courses. Also, there are some paid courses. The paid courses are highly organized, they are regular, and they are on the daily basis. So in case if you are interested and you want to join my paid classes, for that you have to take Unacademy Plus subscription. You can do that by using my referral code, that is n_huda. That's my referral code. If you use that referral code, you will get 10% discount on the subscription. Also, you'll get access to join my WhatsApp group along with other plus. So do check out my profile and access all the free classes. Take the benefit of them. So that's it from me.